Next, let's create the enemy tank spawning effect. Select the enemy tank sprite, and we want it to appear continuously. The tanks will spawn at 4 random positions around the edges and face our tank, moving toward it to attack. We'll use cloning for this. Set a random clone interval, for example, between 1 and 3 seconds. After the clone appears, we'll set its spawn position. The position should be randomly chosen from the 4 edges. To do this, create a random variable for position and set it to a random number between 1 and 4 for each clone. Now, when a clone starts, check its random position. If it's 1, place the tank at the top edge with a fixed y coordinate. For example, y equals 200, and a random x coordinate between negative 240 and 240. Use the same logic for the other 3 edges. Bottom edge, y equals negative 200. Left and right edges, x equals negative 240 or 240, with random y. Next, let the clone face our tank and move toward it continuously. This can be added after the spawn code or as a separate script. When the green flag is clicked, hide the tank first. Then, after it appears, repeat facing the player tank and moving 1 step at a time. Finally, click the green flag to test. You'll see enemy tank spawning, moving toward our tank. Next, let's create the enemy tank firing effect. This process is a bit more complex. Since enemy tanks are clones, we need to save 3 parameters for each clone that fires a bullet: its direction and its x and y coordinates. So, when a clone starts, we set the enemy tank to fire a bullet after a certain time. We can use a repeat loop with a wait for a random duration, for example between 1 and 5 seconds, before firing a bullet. When the clone finishes waiting, we clone bullet 2. At the same time, we pass the x and y coordinates and the tank's direction to the cloned bullet. This ensures the bullet spawns at the correct position and moves in the correct direction. So first, set the tank's x coordinate, y coordinate, and direction. Then, clone bullet 2 using these parameters. Now, the bullet can reference the tank's position and direction to move correctly. Next, select bullet 2. When the green flag is clicked, hide it. When it's a clone, show it. Then, move it to the saved x and y coordinates and make it face the same direction as the tank that fired it. After that, let the bullet repeatedly move at a set speed. Also, if the bullet touches the stage edge, delete the clone. This completes the enemy tank firing effect. It's a bit complex because we need to pass 3 parameters to the bullet for each clone. Now, click the green flag to test. You'll see the enemy tanks firing bullets. Make sure the bullet sprite is correctly set. Once that's done, the enemy tank shooting effect is complete.